Hi guys, I'm Aprajita and in today's video I'm going to be sharing how you can make Pinterest pins using the free Canva app, and that's how I make my pins. And I have my laptop here with me. I'll share the screen with you and we'll quickly go over it. So let's open up Canva. So I'm already logged in, but if you do not have an account, all you have to do is register using Facebook, or you can also register using your Google email ID. So when you register, this is the home page that you get, and below here you have all these options for what design do you want to make. So you can make YouTube thumbnails, blog banners, Pinterest pins, whatever it is that you want to make. So for Pinterest pins, it recommends 1000 into 1500, and that is actually the optimal Pinterest size as recommended by Pinterest. So we're going to use just that. When you open up a Pinterest pin, you get this blank template, and you have all these templates here on the left hand side. You can either select one of these templates when you're just getting started and you do not know what looks good in pins. So you can select, let's say we start with one of these. So all you have to do now is, first you have to change the title. So let's say we are making so let's say I have a blog post that is titled how to start a blog. So what I'll do is I'll change the title, and on top here what I'm going to do is I'm going to write blogging resources. So over here I often like including my categories. So I'll use words like blogging resources or personal development or productivity tips. So whatever my blog is about. So I'll write that on the top, and down here what we'll do is we'll include our URL. There you go. So this is what we're starting with. Now what you can do is you can first change all the images that are there. So to change the images, all you have to do is go over here to the photos section. You can either look for images that are down here. So let's say your pin is about blogging. So you select, let's say this picture you want to select, right? So you can just drag that image over here, and there you go. I know it doesn't look good, so what we'll do is we'll look for images. So I'm now searching work desks, okay, because I want something that has laptops and all. So I get this image. So let's say I like this image. This is free. So what I can do is drag this image over here. Now you see this crown thing and it says Pro. These are all the images that are included in the Canva Pro paid version, but you do not have to get the paid version because there are thousands of images available. And if you do not like any of the images that are there on the Canva app itself, what you can do is you can go to uploads and you can upload any pictures that you want to add to your pins. And again, if you want to upload your own pictures or if you want to upload stock photos, what you can do is there are thousands of stock photos that are available for free, royalty free, on a lot of websites like Pexels and Unsplash. So you can take your photos from there. But I find that now Canva has recently introduced this image feature and it works perfectly, and you do not have to look for photos elsewhere. So let's say I like this picture. Now what else I can do here is I can change the color. I can go here and I can select whatever color I want my pen to be. So let's say I want to go with this gray. Now, when I select gray, I know that I have to change the color of my text because the text doesn't pop out. So, because my background is light, I have to make my text kind of dark so that it stands out. And we'll do the same for this thing as well. So, basically, it's a lot of experimenting. So you can keep going. You can also change the fonts from here. So there are a couple of fonts available. In fact, there are a lot of fonts available. You can select either one of those. Again, the crown indicates that that is a paid font. You do not need that. So this is the pretty basic stuff, right? Now for images, what you can also do is you can change the opacity. So you can change the transparency from here to how light or how dark you want your picture to be. Now that we're done with this, there is another thing that I would like to discuss, and that is the elements section over here. So when you go to elements, you see all these different elements that are available. Some of them are again free and some of them are paid. So what you can do is, let's say we were starting with a blank page, right? So we didn't have any of these things. So I'm just going ahead and deleting everything. I'll just leave the URL because I have to add it anyway. So let's say I started with this, I just added a URL. I want to add an image to my profile. So I'll go to the photos section, and if I put this here, so either I can do this simply like this, or if I want to add multiple photos, what I can do is I can go to the element section and I can go to the grids. So I'll go to see all, and how many pins do I, how many images do I want to add to my Pinterest pin. I'll select any of these grids that are available. There are a lot of hundreds of grids available, but ideally you want to be using, let's say, just one picture. So my picture goes here. Now I'll go to photos and do this, right? Now let's say I want to add some text, so I'll simply go to text section and I'll go to add a heading. So for heading, I'll write how to start a blog. Now if I want to make all this in capital letters, I simply have to select this uppercase. So there, I'll rearrange this. Now there's something that you need to take care of whenever you're making Pinterest pins, because 90% of Pinterest users are actually using Pinterest on their phones. So you have to make the text big enough for them to be able to read it on their phones. So what I like doing is, after I've made a pin, I usually pin it to a secret board on my Pinterest profile and then to Pinterest app on my mobile, and I see whether that text on the pin is readable or not. So that's just another tip that you might want to take care of. So that's pretty much it. If you do not have any idea what looks good in pins, I have a 17 actionable tips guide to making beautiful pins that get you thousands of clicks. I'll leave the link down below. You can go ahead and check that out. So the key here is to experiment with different pin designs, and you'll eventually see what you like or what your audience prefers. You've made some designs. What you can simply do is go to your designs on the Canva homepage. You can go to see all, and you can select any of the designs that you've made earlier. So let's say I want to select this one. Now if I want to make a new pin, all I have to do is select this design. I have to change the text that is here, so I can write how to start a blog in 2020. That makes one. And over here I'll obviously change it to blogging resources. And I also have to change the image because Pinterest is a visual search engine, so it can usually tell whether your text is actually matching with the image that you've used in your pin. So you have to take care of that as well. So do not just use pretty images. You have to use images that are in some way related to the subject that your pin is about. So I'll again change the image, and there you go. You have a pin with you in less than 5 minutes. That was it for today's video, guys. I hope you found it helpful, and in the next video I'm going to be sharing how to find keywords for your Pinterest pins to maximize your reach on Pinterest. Make sure you subscribe, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next one.
Hey, look, pick up your phone, I need your attention. My girl so bad, we call her detention. I am so glad we moved beyond friendship. I am so glad your mama like